Welcome back to our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for taking your precious time, for sacrificing your time to visit our channel and to watch our videos. I always ask you, if you want us to grow together and you want to support the channel, please take a second or two and subscribe to our channel. Click the notification bell. YouTube will notify you whenever we do a video. Please give this particular video a like so that it can be recommended to many more people. Help us share our videos, and to all our subscribers, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, William Samoei Ruto is a worried man. The direction Kenya has taken politically, socially, and economically is on a poor trajectory. And Kenyans are giving William Ruto a hard time. You've seen of late that whenever William Ruto visits a place in those of the many impromptu rallies, Kenyans will do three things. They will either go there and just stare at William Ruto and his brigade as they talk, as they give their speeches. Or they will go there, and when William Ruto starts telling them the usual lies, then they shout and they tell him, "Apana, hatutaki." Some have got guts to tell him off. Or they will simply boycott. They just say, I'm not going to attend, because there are people who believe that there's no need coming to your rally, and then maybe start making noise and this will be chaotic, maybe with the security and all that. So they will either choose to do one of those three. And especially now that William Ruto has decided to popularize and defend his housing levy and the affordable houses and the NHIF scheme, both of which are in court. And William Ruto has said very categorically that he's got a bone to chew with those who he accused as being saboteurs, and they're sabotaging his agenda. And he's pointing an accusing finger to his predecessor, Uhuru Kenyatta, whom he says does not want to see him succeed, maybe because he will surpass his development agenda. So what William Ruto has done is that he has decided to make it a class war, that the rich do not want to pay the NHIF, neither do they want to pay for the levy, so that the poor do not get the best services. So with this, he's running from one corner to the other. Now, one funny thing is that the very people who gave William Ruto a resounding reception whenever he went are now boycotting him. And if there's one thing that William Ruto cannot fathom, is just how quickly Mout Kenya is making a U-turn. The same way they made a U-turn when they were turning away from Uhuru Kenyatta is the same way they are making a U-turn. So today, William Ruto made an impromptu visit to Mout Kenya, to be very precise, in Nyahururu. And a video is trending. A friend of mine sent me this video where chiefs and the local administration people, the leaders like chiefs and the DOs were, they were called to go and try and whip out people to come and grace William Ruto's event, because people were going about their businesses as usual. They did not care, because they don't see any reason visiting or attending Ruto's rallies for the reasons that I've just given you. Take a look at how things played out.
Atina prezo anakaa angalia watu, hata hakuna mwenye akona shughuli, hakuna watu wako shughuli zao, watu wako kwa shughuli zao, hata watu wa pikipiki wamepaki mapikipiki tu. Angalia Nyahururu, watu wote wanaendelea na shughuli zao. hata hakuna mtu ako na shughuli na huyo mtu. Mapolisi ndio hawa wanazunguka wakiambia watu waende mkutano, hakuna. Wanazunguka wakienda kuambia, wakiconvince watu waende mkutano, na hakuna mtu ako na shughuli, hakuna. Imagine, just check, watu wamepaki magari, watu wamepaki mpaka mapikipiki, hakuna mwenye ako na shughuli na yeye. Haki, mtu amechokesha watu ile hujawahi ona. Just look at it, watu wako shughuli zao, kuna mwenye hata ako na shughuli na yeye. Imagine, angalia, just look at it, everybody anaendelea na shughuli zake.
Did you ever imagine there would come a time when people from Mount Kenya, those who voted to the last man for William Ruto, for UDA, would boycott an event that William Ruto is attending? This is why they say Vindu Vichenjanga. Now, why do you think a time has come when Mount Kenya is exercising rebellion, and they're showing it? In fact, there's this one video that has refused to play. It is not playing, where they are telling the police hatutaki, hatusaidi. I don't know why it's not playing. But then, it is because of the unfulfilled promises. You know, when William Ruto was campaigning, Mount Kenya saw him as the doctor who had the medicine and the remedy to all our economic and social predicaments. Remember, we were told that we were suffering because of an economy, a dilapidated economy that was, you know, in the hands of Uhuru Kenyatta. You know, he was telling us that when he gets to power, then he will ensure that the cost of living comes down. And remember how Mount Kenya were told that, you know, you voted for Uhuru Kenyatta, but he has neglected you. He has gone to Kisumu and taken all the development projects. And then people voted him in. They, you know, took him as a new, fresh, you know, breath of air. 1 year down the line, when Ruto goes to Central, he relaunches Uhuru's projects. There's nothing new. He gives them some rice and meat delicacies in Sagana State Lodge. You know, this exercise that some experts felt really demeaned Mount Kenya, because this is what Rigathi Gachagua had bargained for. And so people do not want, because William Ruto has cheated them, he's unable to lower the cost of living, and people are wondering, why can't he implement what he campaigned for, or whatever he promised people? A thorn in the flesh in William Ruto's government is the high taxes. He's trying to defend them. And the leaders from Mount Kenya like Kimani, Chungwa, and Ndindi Nyoro are all out to defend this. Yet people are really suffering. The high taxes and levies have become a burden on people's necks and people's backs. The reason why the cost of petroleum is high is because of the high taxes that was passed in Parliament in the housing levy, in the what we call the Finance Bill 2023. And this has really impacted on the cost of production and everything. Some Kenyans have been relieved of their duties because employers cannot pay part of the housing levy. So they are tired of the high taxes, and they are tired of the cost of living, and they are tired of Ruto's unkept promises. They also knew that when they go there, they are going to give William Ruto a platform to defend himself and a platform to start attacking the judiciary. Because, you know, William Ruto is now telling us that some people have ganged up and they have gone to court, they are being paid, and they are bribing judges. That is what he's telling us. So these people never wanted, because, you know, I can always predict what William Ruto is going to say. He's going to talk about the housing levy and the NHIF. And now that the exams results are out, he will be talking about capitation fee. So it's very predictable. You can always predict what William Ruto would say. And in such scenarios, one would want to go around with their businesses, not unless you are given the usual 1,000 note before you attend. So they didn't want to give William Ruto a platform to attack the judiciary, because judiciary has been now played as a victim, and people sympathize with it. People wonder why, when William Ruto was declared a winner by the IEBC and the Supreme Court maintained that win, Ruto was very happy and he praised the judiciary. Now that they are ruling or making verdicts that are not friendly to him, then he's now saying that those people are corrupt, and people are asking, is there something that he knows that we don't know? Did he bribe them? And so people are sympathizing with the judiciary and they don't want to give him a platform to attack the judiciary. And maybe it is about Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta is their son. Uhuru Kenyatta is also a son of Mumbi. And when they perpetuate all this onslaught against Uhuru and Uhuru family, their people are not very happy. Just like today, you can't go to Rift Valley and you start attacking William Ruto anyhow. Or you go to Eastern or Kambani and you want to start attacking Kalonzo, or in Nyanza. You will find a few people, of course, who are rebellious, who will be enjoying your attack. But majority, even if they didn't vote for their sons, would not want to entertain a situation where you keep on attacking, their son. And William Ruto, was working very closely with Uhuru Kenyatta. They were voted in together. People don't understand how he rallied against Uhuru Kenyatta. He continues to use Uhuru Kenyatta as a scapegoat when things are not going, the way they're supposed to go. Instead of facing his predicaments, he's blaming Uhuru Kenyatta. And some of these Mout Kenya people do not want. You remember how Uhuru Kenyatta was celebrated on his birthday, and people celebrated and they sang songs of jubilation about their son. Uhuru has been vindicated. All these were lies. All these were blame games. Now they still perpetuate the blame game, and it's not going down well. It doesn't argue well with the Mout Kenya. And this is why William Ruto will still have to endure a lot of rebellion and rejection from people who were once buddies and allies. I don't know what you think, but this is my take.